obviously where Bellerin's concerned, I think we will get over the line. Of course, I would like it sooner rather than later. But really, how many, apart from City, who's really clearing players off? City are selling a bag of young ones and moving them on and things, but no one's really got anyone off. Chelsea got a bag of players to go. And to be fair, there's more talk around that. They have moved on Lukaku. They're trying to offer Pulisic/Werner in moves away. Ziyech could be going on loan to AC Milan. Probably going to sell Broja to someone for a profit. United ain't really got rid of anyone. We ain't got rid of anyone. City have got, no one's really got rid of people like that. But yeah, you would like to see us make some movements. As I said, I'm tired of this. Like, there's too many players hanging around like bad smells, man. A lot of these players are like, if you go into your wardrobe right now, I guarantee for the galley out there's probably some purses you forgot you earned, or the random, there's probably tracksuits and hoodies that you forgot you even owned. And that's how it feels at Arsenal. There's bare dons that you forget are at this football club. Gnabry to Arsenal rumors is defo fake. No traction, just clickbait. Again, I don't think, as like you said there, I think it's capping. Why was Ben White trending on your Twitter page? You'd have to ask Ben White or Twitter. But I think it's because Gabby Abonglaho is chatting shit. And I mean, with respect, on their platform, I'm not here to talk about Danny Mills, Jeremy O'Hara, or Gabby Abonglaho. They've all done what I wish to play, which is Premier League football. How the mediocre players have this platform to criticize people, I don't know. None of them could have played for Arsenal. Empty barrels make the most noise. The only thing Gabby Abonglaho did of note was being some tired debate. How can you be part of a more tired debate? Do you remember Lacazette, Morata, and Lukaku? Every one of them teams lost. It's that was a tired debate with Walcott, Lennon, and Abonglaho, and he managed to be shitter than all of them. Danny Mills only has a career because Thierry Henry embarrassed him. Jamie O'Hara, wife's eaters and wife's things that are for the gang. He also beats up 14-year-olds and whatnot. But this is what they need to do. I don't think Abonglaho was wrong in what he's saying. But, these media men are always going to talk. Empty barrels make the most noise, man. Noa Lang is cold, in my opinion. He's all right. He just lacks discipline, mad arrogant, doesn't seem to listen to managers. The Dutch media hate him, but I genuinely think he can reach the top with the right mindset. Hopefully, man. Ability only gets you so far. Not worked out for Pepe because no manager/coach has actually allowed him a run. That's not true. He has been given runs in the team. I do think you are right in what you're saying, but there's been 2 managers now. You're not playing, really. I do think we need another right winger so Pepe can, Saka can get a rest. I do think Pepe could have been utilized off the bench and just get more game time. But a large reason as to why we finished 5th or got 3 points is because we're picking the same lineup. We got to remember, if you want to win games, you have to play your best team. Pepe has been given runs. He's been hot and cold. There's no way you can look at Nicolas Pepe and blame the managers exclusively, and there's no way you can just blame the player. This is why, for me, I'm not interested anymore. Neither here nor there. Whose fault it is keep it moving now, really. 50 more likes and we've got 400 people. One love for that is just keep it moving. And again, let's actually see. I'm not going to judge him for the start of the season because him, Balogun, Martinelli, they all got thrown in at the deep end and they didn't get to thrive. No way, no matter where you look at it with him, people, 80 games in the Premier League, 16 goals and 9 assists, 4,000 odd minutes. I know he hasn't always played a lot, but this is Meady. He leaves Arsenal Football Club. This is Nicolas Pepe with 27 goals and 21 assists in 112 appearances. This is Meady, man. This is absolutely Meady. Let's go to the 19-20 season because last season you didn't play too much time through the middle. How many times have you been given a run in the Premier League? I'm going back 2 seasons, but you said he wasn't given a run. That's not true, is it? When we lost this, fans were gassing up the fact that he dribbled past Van Dijk. This is an extended run. And obviously there's games he's done better or worse, but this is a lot of football. Done quite well when we beat United as well. That's an extended run. I do think he's been a marginalised player, but why has he been marginalised? Is it training? Is it Arteta unable to trust him? There's obviously some ability, and he got 10 goals like 2 seasons ago, really. Yeah. And obviously done his thing in Europa League. This looks like a run in the squad. This is definitely a run, and obviously he's getting marginalised a bit. This looks like a fair amount of game time. And he saved Arteta's bacon the second half of the season, if I'm honest with you. And then it just seems like it doesn't kick on. And Arteta, as we 2024. Martinelli, Saliba, Bukayo Saka all contracted until that same time. There's been little talk of getting a £72 million record signing. That is the biggest speculation. The very fact that academy prospects are keeping him out the side, really a winger who isn't a winger in Smith Rowe, keeping him out the side. We need to cut ties now, man. It's nothing to do with Pepe necessarily, but yeah, he's done dirty. He played 600 minutes last season. He got done dirty. 1 goal, 2 assists. He got it done extremely dirty last season. Done extremely dirty. He deserves to go play somewhere where he has a smile on his face. We deserve as Arsenal fans not to have this as a talking point, really and truly. Get your agent to do what they're paid for and keep it moving, man. Simple as that. I'm not on this no more, man. When you look at the stats, you realize Pepe had a better first season than Sancho. Who's that? Who's Jaden? DG, we have to be careful. Good at many things, but master of none. We need players who can do a job in a position. We need extras at icing on the cake. Noel, tell him again. That's what I've been saying. The lines get blurred. I mean, what good news is there, man? I hate Noa Lang. Hate's a strong word. I lived in Belgium and I'm a Gent supporter. Noa Lang isn't a great player. You don't want him. Fair play. I'm taking Pepe at the theatre. I mean, the ability is there with Pepe, but there's something missing. I'm not on it no more, man. Like, I do think he's been done a bit dirty, but I'm not on it no more. Like, and it's not just a him thing. I'm not on it with bare of these players. Like, I'm not on it. Maitland-Niles, Pepe, just cut ties now, man. Bellerin. There's some Arsenal fans say, "Oh, he's better than Cedric." Bro, that's not nothing to be proud of. And really, is he? Is he? It's all long, man. These are not guys that are... Bro, look how long we're talking about them. I'm not talking about them. Would you take Jay Lings on the free? Nope. Absolutely not. Zinchenko is a better option than Martinez. I don't understand Arteta most times. Boy. Lisandro looks like Torreira. Pity Torreira didn't work out. Oh, God, we're not on the Pepe propaganda again, are we? I don't know who is on that, but if he gets a chance, I hope he takes it. If not, dead. Pepe is literally the best finisher in the club. I think that these formations suit him as a winger. My personal feeling is that he would thrive as a support striker in a 4-4-2 formation. Man, I've seen him play Pepe on the left, play Pepe on the right, give him an extended run in the side, playing through the middle. I hear that. Nah, man, just keep it moving, man. I don't know, man. Noah is cold. People just hate him for his attitude and call him shit/overrated instantly for that reason. Same thing what people are doing with Neymar. Arsenal should go to Palace and swap Pepe for Eduard. Can't say that. I mean, Pedro Neto be lit. Pepe was a top goal scorer in 2021, then got benched all season. The ability is clearly there, but no love from the manager. I mean, with Pepe, it's just hot and cold. You show us patches. We need to move away from that. And you're right, the manager's done him dirty, but what keeps going on? Because, well, not this season, but in the past 2 years, second half of the season, it seems like there's, Pepe seems to bless the beef, and it looks like we're turning over a corner, and then pre-season happens and we restart it all over again, man. Which is long, man. It's just boring, man. Like it really is boring. No one has time for it anymore, man. And I mean, it seems like we can circle back over for Raphinha as well, folks. If you believe any of this tosh. Raphinha wanted Leeds to reach an agreement with Arsenal when Barca was out of the race for a few days and before Chelsea's new offer. Raphinha's first choice was always Barca, then second choice is Arsenal. Lies, because it was Chelsea, we heard. Arsenal is now in a state of calm, awaiting the player's situation with Barcelona before making the final decision about the future. If Chelsea signs Raphinha, that means both Arsenal and Barca are officially out of the race. Wow, really? Well, there's not 3 of him. Renato has said that's not what the article is reporting. As of now, Arsenal are out of the running to sign Raphinha and are not in talks with Deco. Club does not rule out going back to negotiating for Raphinha, especially due to the strain created in negotiations with Barca and Barcelona and Chelsea. So whoever this is, shame on you for not being able to use common sense. Raphinha has asked his agent to block the move to Chelsea. There's an agreement with Chelsea and Leeds Barca, he wants to go to Barca. It's his childhood dream. Arsenal are still in the race and waiting now. Again, I don't know about any of this. So we don't need negativity. What people, Twitch gang, I'm live at 3 p.m. We're gonna play FM for a hot sec. Come on, man. Where is this? It's all lies then, really, isn't it? Really? Maybe it's this. Barca or Chelsea, Raphinha and Leeds have impasse over sale. Player tries to force negotiation with Barca. The club wants to sell him to the Blues market. I'm just trying to find that bit about Arsenal. Obviously, we know personal terms are not a problem with either club, really. Chelsea's problem is that the players having cold feet. Barcelona's problem is that they can't reach an agreement with Leeds. Arsenal's problem is personal terms aren't a problem. We just can't afford someone. We haven't had a bid accepted by Leeds or can't afford them for what they're asking for. And we're at the back of the queue behind these two clubs, people. So it made Arsenal out of the race, the main part. Arsenal, the first club to show interest in the Raphinha acquisition, are currently out of contention. Goal found that the Gunners haven't even talked to the players' staff led by Deco since the proposal presented by Chelsea says officially over. We have less purchasing power. Even if they don't hold talks at the moment, Arsenal doesn't rule out going back to negotiating Raphinha, especially due to the strain created in negotiations with Barcelona and Chelsea. So unless them two clubs back out due to Barcelona not agreeing with what Leeds are doing and Chelsea, while agreeing something with Leeds, quite frankly, running out of patience for Raphinha, having cold feet and moving half-hearted about joining them, that one there is a myth, people. 371 likes, appreciative to you lot and the Twitch gang in you lot's numbers as well. Leeds just cheese and Tras. Bellerin, Xhaka, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Pepe should have left when Barca were interested. Marie, etc. All should go. We know who needs to go, but it's the club able to get them out. I'm not so sure. We're trying to get them in first. Why not, man? We've had plenty of players come to Arsenal and flop over time. They've been here. We don't have a good system. Wenger would make players perform even if they weren't so great. So jarring because there's a serious player in Pepe that needs ability. I mean, it's just about consistency and mentality, in my opinion, with Pepe. So by all means, go somewhere else. And, I'd love for you to hit the ground running, look like a baller somewhere. We sit there and say, oh, what happened at Arsenal? I'd love for that. But, yeah, man, it's long now. But I don't want to be like Man United still waffling about Martial and that. He's going out on loan talking about platforms. He's not scoring the league goal at Sevilla. And some United fans are probably still gassing up Martial. I never hate on someone. Hopefully he could get it going. But it's long now, man. Like, at some point, just keep it moving, man. I'd love to be proven wrong, but meaty. How much would Arsenal get for Pepe? But you'd be lucky for me to get 10, 15, maybe even 20 million if clubs are stupid enough. I think you'll just get a dry loan and maybe a loan fee. And beyond that, I don't think there's a sale with an obligation to buy unless it's at 20 million. Or even if they agree to that, it's going to be the Bandulu like with Torreira. They're going to come back and I would do the same. I'd say, yeah, I'll give you 20 million for Pepe. A year from now, I'll sit there and say, if he's had a decent season like Torreira did at Fiorentina and say, boy, he's got a year left, you might lose a 72 million pound player for free. I know I said 20 million, you might as well hold a 15. Obviously, Arsenal tax were not really good at negotiating as well. It's brazy. It's absolutely brazy. Yeah, you know what it is? It's like when United fans used to say Wan-Bissaka is better than Trent Alexander-Arnold, Eric Bailly is better than Van Dijk. What else have they have? Obviously, Martial, Rashford, etc. Again, at some point you have to pull the trigger, man. But you're right. At least that door is now closed where a lot of them are concerned, man. I'm just trying to get points. Allow us. You're rattling me. It's all love, man. Raphinha don't want Europa League. Is it that hard for these men to understand? Well, he wants to play for a competitive team. It's that it. Keep it moving. Bring up Kurdistans.